Charlie Miller, 16 years old, a typical high school student. At least that's what he thought. But little did he know his life was about to change forever. The son of a decorated FBI agent, Charlie was raised in a world of secrets, codes, and surveillance. He thought his life would always be the same, until the day his father gave him a call that would alter his destiny.
It started like any other day, until Dad called me down to the office.
Charlie, we've been watching a certain individual for months now, a mafia boss named Victor Moretti. He's dangerous, and there's someone we need to get information about. His daughter.
His daughter? What does she have to do with anything?
Her name is Isabella Moretti. We believe she's involved in some illegal activities, but the connections are murky. We need someone close to her, someone who can gather information, but we can't risk an adult infiltrating her world. That's where you come in, son. You're going undercover at an all-girls school where Isabella's been enrolled. The goal is simple. Gain her trust, find out everything she knows, and report back.
Wait, are you serious? Me, an undercover agent?
You're 16. You know the world of high school better than anyone. Plus, you've got the training, the discipline, and most importantly, the skills. We'll teach you what you need to know. You've got this. And Charlie, remember, you're not just doing this for us. You're doing it for your country.
I had no choice. I wasn't just representing myself anymore. This mission wasn't just about me. It was about everything I'd been trained for. About proving that I was capable. Okay, I'm in.
And so began Charlie Miller's transformation, from a high school student to an undercover agent. He wasn't just walking into a classroom, he was stepping into a dangerous game, where his every move would be watched. Every word he said, every step he took, would need to be calculated, controlled.
You're going to need to blend in, Charlie. These girls won't just accept you, especially with your background. You've got to be someone else. This means adjusting your behavior. Get comfortable in a new identity. Think of yourself as a chameleon. You need to fit in while maintaining control.
Every moment, every word, would be part of the performance. From learning how to talk like a girl, to mastering the subtleties of teenage social dynamics, Charlie would need to erase the boy he was and become someone new. Someone believable.
And speed. You'll need to be fast, both physically and mentally. You'll need to move quickly, make decisions on the fly. Time is your enemy.
It wasn't just about looking the part. Charlie needed to be able to think like a spy, how to hide in plain sight, how to make himself invisible when needed, and how to make himself indispensable when the time came.
Focus, Charlie. Never underestimate your opponents. Trust your instincts and always be ready to defend yourself.
Charlie learned how to defend himself in case the mission went sideways. He wasn't just going into an elite school full of girls, he was going into the belly of the beast. And Victor Moretti's reach stretched far. He would need to be prepared for anything. Charlie's training didn't stop at physical preparation. In the digital age, information was the most powerful weapon, and Charlie had to learn how to access everything from security footage to private school records. The world of high-tech surveillance was his new reality.
Charlie, this is a spy cam. It's small and it's discreet. You'll need to gather intel without ever drawing attention. That means keeping a low profile, but also knowing when to strike.
I wasn't just learning how to be a student anymore. I was learning how to be a ghost, how to slip in and out unnoticed, how to observe without being seen.
In a matter of weeks, Charlie was ready. His transformation was complete. The boy who had once been an average student was now an agent in disguise. It was time for him to step into the world of Isabella Moretti and find out exactly what secrets she was hiding.
I knew the mission wouldn't be easy, but I also knew that I had what it took. My training had prepared me for this moment. Now, all I had to do was blend in, keep my eyes on the prize, and play my part.
The first test was complete, but the real challenge, that was about to begin. The undercover mission was set to change everything. Charlie Miller, once an ordinary teenager, was now stepping into a world of espionage and danger. His training had prepared him for this, but nothing could truly ready him for what lay ahead. The stakes were high and the mission was clear. Infiltrate, gather intel, and remain undetected. This was just the beginning. The training was over, the mission had begun. For Charlie Miller, the boy who once blended into the background, his life was about to get much more complicated. He wasn't just a teenager anymore, he was an undercover agent.
You're ready, son, but remember, stay focused. The Moretti family has eyes everywhere. Trust no one, especially not Isabella.
At first, it seemed like just another high school. The same teenage drama, the same cliques, and the same cafeteria gossip. But Charlie wasn't here for a normal high school experience. He was here to infiltrate, to learn the secrets of Isabella Moretti. Isabella Moretti, the girl at the center of it all, charismatic, untouchable, with a power that radiated from her every move. She wasn't just another student, she was the daughter of one of the most feared mafia bosses in the country, and for Charlie, she was the key to the mission. Charlie quickly realized how difficult this mission was going to be. It wasn't just about gaining Isabella's trust, it was about surviving in a world where everyone was an actor, and he was the one who needed to blend in without ever drawing attention to himself.
Who are you, the new guy?
Yeah, Charlie, I just transferred here.
Nice. We don't get many guys around here. Hope you can handle it.
It wasn't easy. Every conversation, every glance, every word had to be measured. The girls were used to each other. They knew their social dynamics inside and out. But Charlie? He was an outsider. And in a world like this, an outsider wasn't just awkward, they were a target. But Charlie wasn't going to back down. This wasn't just a mission, it was his test. He had to adapt, fast. He had to learn the rhythm of high school, the patterns of the girls around him. Only then could he get close to Isabella. That moment came sooner than expected. During gym class, Charlie found himself in a situation he hadn't prepared for. Isabella, the untouchable girl, was leading her volleyball team, and it was his chance to make an impression.
Hey Charlie, we need a sub. You play volleyball?
Yeah, sure, I can play.
Charlie steps onto the court, clumsily trying to fit in. Isabella watches him, her eyes cold but curious.
I guess I just needed to warm up.
You're not bad, for a guy.
Charlie's first try at fitting in didn't go smoothly. He fumbled a few passes, tripped over his own feet, and nearly knocked over one of the players. But there was something in his awkwardness that caught Isabella's attention. He flashes a sheepish grin, trying to save face. It wasn't much, but it was enough. Charlie had broken the ice. Isabella had taken notice of him. The smallest of victories, but it was a step closer to what he needed. To get her trust, he'd have to be patient, but he couldn't afford to wait forever. Charlie knew that gaining Isabella's trust wouldn't happen overnight, but the clock was ticking. The Moretti family was dangerous, and every day he spent at this school brought him closer to a dangerous edge. He couldn't let his guard down. Not yet, not ever.
Every day I learned more. I was starting to see the cracks in Isabella's carefully constructed world. The more I watched, the more I realized there was more to her than just a mafia princess. But I had to stay focused. I wasn't here to make friends. I was here for answers.
But as the days went on, Charlie began to struggle with something he hadn't anticipated, his own identity. Living in this new world, blending in as a girl, adapting to their behaviors, their mannerisms, he began to feel something he hadn't expected.
It started with the small things, the way the girls in my class spoke, the way they moved, the way they laughed. And then, I started noticing the way they looked at each other, the way they dressed, how they carried themselves. At first, it was just about fitting in, doing my job, playing my part. But then, I started to feel something more, something unexpected. The girl I was pretending to be felt more real than I thought it would. I felt more myself. It was like unlocking a part of me I didn't know existed, a side of me I couldn't ignore anymore. I wasn't just undercover. I was starting to become someone I had never imagined I could be.
The lines between his mission and his identity began to blur. What started as a simple undercover mission to gain information from Isabella Moretti became something much deeper, a discovery, a transformation.
Maybe this mission wasn't just about Isabella. Maybe it was about me. Finding out who I really was, and that was the biggest secret of all.